channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Primark haul. I got asked when I mentioned on Instagram that I was going to be doing YouTube videos for fitness and things like that if I was going to be doing any hauls, which I like watching hauls, but I hadn't really thought about doing them myself because I'm not a massive shopper. But if you do follow me on Instagram, then most of the stories that I post tend to be budget ideas or bargains, whether it's for like the kids or, you know, your house or yourself. I normally try and stick everything to like £20 and under because I try and cater for things for like low income families or single parents, and just basically show that you can spoil your kids, treat yourself, have a, you know, home that looks nice and pretty that you're proud of, but you don't have to go out and, you know, you don't have to shop at the White Company, you don't have to go and spend tons of money. Yeah, so I did do a poll based on some stores that were online because at the time here in the UK the stores still weren't open to go and shop yet. Number of votes was for Pat Pat, but I don't know if any of you know they're from overseas, so I ordered that about 4 or 5 weeks ago and I'm still waiting, which I've heard is quite common, and obviously everything going on right now, it's going to be common to wait. So instead I just thought I'd pop into Primark now that the stores are open and just have a quick browse around. It's a really random haul because I was really conscious of, you know, picking things up unless I knew I probably wanted it, just in case other people have picked them up and maybe, you know, have symptoms and don't know that they're sick or something. So I'm kind of weird like that. So it's going to be a really random haul, but let's just get started. So in my Instagram posts I wear high-waisted jeans in some of my pictures quite a lot, and I use them a lot for shoots because they're really flattering, and I found them from, oh, I saw it first and they were like £12 or something. And I go on about how they're like my, you know, my jeans, like they're the only ones that I wear, but I needed some others because occasionally they have to get washed. So a few people, when I did a poll to ask where they, you know, some decent jeans from, so I find they just never seem to wash well. A lot of you guys recommended that I went to Primark and tried their, what are they called, high waist skinny high rise. Yeah, high waist skinny high rise. They're not really denim, they're like a jegging, which is going to be even more comfortable. I haven't tried them on yet, but I am going to be using them in a shoot soon, so you'll be able to see those on Instagram. I'm usually an 8, but I got a 10 because I have had jeans from there before. They were proper, they were denim though, they weren't jegging, and they just went places down there, you know, they were not comfortable at all. But now I'm kind of regretting it because since then I have lost weight, quarantine, I've been doing a lot of fitness, so I'm thinking these might be big. However, I do tend to shrink virtually everything in the wash, so maybe getting the bigger size was a good idea. But yeah, they were £10, and a lot of, I think virtually almost everything now in Primark is made with sustainable cotton, so you're doing a bit for the environment as well. Makes you feel less guilty about shopping. And then the thing I really needed was underwear because I've realised how bad I am at laundry. Like, I didn't know you're supposed to use washing powder and fabric softener. I thought you used one or the other. And luckily I use washing powder, so my clothes are clean. Not massively soft, majorly soft even, but they're clean. But I left a bunch of t-shirt bras in with towels, and the towels had like different coloured stripes on, and I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. But now my white bras are kind of like a salmony pink colour, and, you know, they don't come as like a grey, but like basically they look dirty. I needed new bras, so I'm not a fan of spending a lot of money on myself. And I've had bras from the Sensor and places like that before, and I'll honestly say that I think the Primark ones are better. They wash better, and they just my go-to. So these t-shirt bras were, hold on, this one is £2.50, and it has kind of a, I've got my hair all over that, and it has kind of just a cute, I don't know if you can see that pattern, not good with the whole camera thing right at the moment, just this like little, kind of like a mesh over the top, so it's just a little cute. But yeah, that's £2.50, not much to say, it's a bra. And the good thing with their bras is they tend to go up to like normal sizes. Like, I think the other day when I was in there was a F, maybe even a G. There's definitely an F, a lot of Fs to be fair. So they do cater for the larger women. You know, I know you guys have to sometimes go to other stores and pay a fortune. But yeah, even if you were size F, the bra was the same price, £2.50. So can't moan. And that's all I was say about that bra. And then I did pick up another one in a different colour. This one is just, there's no price on this one, but I know this one was £2. Doesn't have the mesh, which I find is easier when you want to wear a vest top or something, especially if it's thin, because you know, if you've got a pattern on your bra or like lace or something, you see straight through it. And I find when you're walking, all the men, maybe not all the men, but most of the men, I know obviously I get they can't help it, it's kind of, it just draws their eyes to you, and I find myself walking around like that. So plain bras are a must. And then I need to get some new lingerie, and again, I'm not a fan of spending a ton of money. I don't mind on, you know, my daughter, but myself, I always feel really guilty, and I'm sure a lot of mums and parents feel that way. So I picked this up, and this is £5 for the whole set. So you get the bra and the pants. Well, yeah, pants, they're a thong then. The pants, it's just got just a simple lace detail. One thing with this bra that I like is it has this, and if you can see this like clasp here on the back. So you can wear it as a normal bra, but then if you want to wear like a racer back vest or something like that, you can use this clip to clip the straps in so that you don't see them. So I find that really handy. The only thing is, I'm a larger chest size than I am for my body, if that makes sense. So I'm a size 8. Normally in pants, I like them to just not ride up places, I like them to be comfortable. So I normally go for like a 10, which I think over here is like a 10 to 12. But because I've got a large size bra, one of the things I forgot to do was check the underwear in the back. I normally have to take the pants out because averagely, if you're like a C cup, they tend to think you're a 12 to 14, which is what size this underwear is. So we'll just say to just double check the pant size, because you know, if you go to the same Primark as me, chances are if I've bought the set, I might have swapped the pants over, so you might be buying the right size bra but might have different size pants thanks to me. So I apologise if that's ever happened to you. But yeah, the only thing I should have done was just swapped the pants on here. And then I picked up this one, which I just love the colour of this. And again, this one was £5. It's different to the other one. It's not a bra, it's like a bralette, which I find are really helpful to have just to wear under anything that's kind of sheer. Because I think if you're going to have something that you want, you know, you're going to see your underwear, you want it to at least be cute and not necessarily look like underwear. I find people are less offended if you wear a bralette out than if you wear a bra that's on show. So that's really helpful. And this is a small, but it's actually a size 10 to 12, which again I didn't realise. But because of the size of my cup, I think like a 10 or a 12 is probably what I would need. So I would just say to just double check the size here, which I didn't do, but luckily I think it'll work out okay. Because obviously they're not kind of in like B's and C's and D's, they're literally just in like small, medium and large. But for £5 you can't complain. And this has a really cute like a leaf pattern on it, which I think that if you're in a relationship, you've got a partner, you don't always want to spend a ton on underwear, because let's face it, they just want it to come off. So there you go. And then this is not at all interesting, but again, made with sustainable cotton, were this pack of cotton pads, which were £3. Now I got these in a 12 to 14 simply because I have had them before, and as I said, I tend to get like a 10, just so that they just feel a bit more comfortable. They're not like riding up my crotch or anything like that. I'm on the floor with a toddler all day. Let me tell you, your underwear goes places. But they do tend to come up as slightly smaller. So when I have had the 10s, they feel like I'm wearing an 8. So I thought I'd size up. Yeah, nothing else to say. They're not the sexiest of pants, but since I've had my daughter, and when I was pregnant, maternity bras, and you know, I call them apple catchers, the underwear that kind of come up here over your bump, the most comfortable thing ever. So yeah, I'm still happy to live in apple catchers or granny pants, whatever you want to call them. And then the last clothing item I got, which I've put on the floor, because I'm weird about having shoes on beds and sofas, were these shoes. Again, not the sexiest of shoe, and not high heels or anything like that. I never used to wear flats, but then I learnt with having a little girl who's 2.5 and wants to run quicker than I can chase her, you need flats. So these are just plain black. They were £3 and they were linen. I'm vegan, so I try and stay away from, you know, leather and things like that. So these are sort of like a, I don't even know what material that is. That's not very helpful to you, is it? They're like a linen material, a little bit like a canvas shoe, but they actually feel thicker. Like I think these are going to last longer than, you know, the canvas shoes that you maybe wear for holiday, or like those linen soft soles so that they're really, that your feet don't sweat. And they feel thicker than that, so I think they're going to last a lot longer. Yeah, and they were £3, and I had these in virtually every colour that you can think of, and patterns like stripes and all sorts. So yeah, but I went with black because they go with everything. And then I picked up some headbands. Now my daughter tends to steal my headbands, so when I buy them I try and buy what she will like as well, and she was with me at the time, so she actually picked both of these up. So this one is, again, it's like a cord, so it's really soft, and this piece here, I find these can sometimes rub the back of your ears, but these are like really soft, so hopefully that won't happen. And this one was £2, and I think the headbands are just, I live for like the messy bun life at the moment. It's so easy, you know, the high ponytail where you haven't brushed your hair or washed your hair for days. I find that if you kind of at the last minute popping out and think, oh, I didn't make an effort, stick on a headband and you look like you've made more of an effort. And then this one is just covered in pearls. Ooh, I don't know how that's focusing. And that one was £3, which again, I think that if you chuck this on with a messy mum bun, you're just going to look like you've made a bit more effort, which makes you feel a bit better about yourself. And my daughter was obsessed with this one, so she put 3 in the basket, so we weren't leaving without buying at least one of these. And then I'm not a huge jewellery person, as you can see. I don't have anything in today. Oh no, I lied, I have earrings in today, which my brother bought me. But I tend to have 2 or 3 pieces of jewellery that I wear all the time. I normally have a ring that has my grandfather's ashes in, a heart ring that just means something special to me, and then these earrings because my brother brought them. So yeah, I'm not a huge jewellery person. I tend to leave them in. As you see, I didn't even remember I had them in, and I just show with them sleeping and forget they're in. But sometimes it's nice to change it up. I used to wear a lot of hoops and that, but Jasmine, as my daughter, she tends to like to tug on them or try and fit a hand through them or put a car through them, and it's just dangerous. So I managed to find these small ones. That's focusing. And they have Coronado Diamante section here, and then this bit is just plain gold. Well, obviously not real gold, but plain gold, and they were £2. So hopefully she can't yank those things out of my ears. And then this is a cute necklace. It's like a little charm necklace. It has 3 bits on it, like just a little gold circle, a diamante piece here, and then a little gemstone. And this should have been £2, but it was actually knocked down to £1. So I find Primark jewellery is always really good value, and I know that it's kind of cheap jewellery, but if you go anywhere like H&M or Accessorize or anything like that, you can spend easily like £8 or £10 for that, and it's made of the same thing. It's made of metal. So yeah, for £1 you can't go wrong. And then the next is just some little beauty items. I picked up these because when I do any shoots or I get sent products and, you know, just kind of want to hold them, I don't necessarily want to photograph just the product. They just look a little neater, and you know, your nail polish, which is bright red today, and it's not distracting or anything, so I find those are helpful. I don't do well with actual false nails for some reason. I don't have the patience to sit there, and I always seem to like snag them, or one always breaks, and you know, and it goes right the way down, and how painful is that? So trying to like dress my daughter and, you know, change her and bath her when you've got like that nail that catches on everything. No, these are like £1, and I've had these before for like going on holiday, and they've lasted the entire 2 weeks. They've been absolutely fine, and the glue is really good. I mean, you'd struggle to snap them off. Maybe after like a week or so I may lose one and just glue a new one back on, but for the most part the glue on this is really strong, so I recommend these. And they have so many like bejeweled ones and all sorts, and they're normally within about £1 to £3. So if you want to get your nails done but you're trying to, you know, save money, especially if you're a single parent, then take a look in Primark. They've got some really good ones. Nail files, glass ones, because the other ones, those, what are they, sandpaper, whatever they are, they just don't seem to do anything. But these ones, they last for ages. And then the thing is, Jasmine started to get into my beauty stuff and likes to try and file her nails and things like that. The thing is, when she's 2.5, so when she uses something, it then becomes her property and I can't have it back. So it goes in her little box and Mommy's not allowed it back, so I got myself some new ones. And then nothing particularly interesting, but it's a foot file, because I'm running around all the time after Jasmine and I need to take care of my feet. So this has like a sandpaper section, one of these stones that smooth it down, a brush to wash your feet, and a file. So yeah, that's really basic. I'm not really much I can say about that. It's a foot file for your feet, and it was only £1. I only picked one of these up from Home Bargains, I think it was at the time. It's like £4 or £5, and I just didn't bother. So yeah, for £1, again, can't go wrong. Primark's beauty stuff is really actually amazing, and they've got a whole range of vegan makeup, which is all that I wear now, and vegan, you know, brushes and things like that. So definitely take a look there, especially if you are vegan. I know that vegan makeup and beauty products can be quite expensive. So yeah, I mean, I have brushes from there and all sorts that are like £1, £2, so you can still look fab, still have your, you know, your treats and beauty products, but be more ethical about it as well, without having to spend a ton of money. I know what puts some people off going vegan is the price, and I understand that. But yeah, definitely check out Primark for vegan stuff, or just beauty stuff in general, like face masks and things like that. They have so many, and they're the cheapest ones I've found, and they genuinely are really good. And the other thing I picked up was this Winnie the Pooh mug, which was £6, and it just looks like Winnie the Pooh's honey pot. I'm obsessed with Disney, if you didn't know. Disney, Harry Potter, anything like that I'm a sucker for, and I love drinking tea, and I love drinking it in mugs. So yeah, just a cute Disney mug that would actually make a cute gift. This is where I already start thinking of Christmas gifts, because I find that if I buy them all in one go, like at the end of the year, you know, closer to Christmas, I only have a heart attack. But if you get them through the year, you know, spend like £15 here and £12 there, £20 there, you don't feel like you spent so much. And when you're wrapping it, you realise, like, bugger, I've spent a lot of money. But at the time, you don't notice, so it doesn't feel so bad. So this would be a cute gift. A lot of the women in my family are obsessed with Disney. They have a lot of these in right now, and a lot of Disney stuff and Harry Potter stuff. It's really good. Primark is for, they have like a good license deal with Disney and Harry Potter. And even things like Funko Pops you can get from there, they're so much cheaper than you would get online or anywhere else. So if you've got any Disney fans or Harry Potter fans, at the moment they're selling a lot of Games of Thrones stuff as well. I don't really know what that is, but I've seen it in there. Then definitely take a look in there, because they have some really cool things. They're really well priced. And then, as I said, I love Disney, so a Disney notebook. This was £2. Actually, it was it says £2, but I actually paid £1.50 for this at the till when I got there. Yeah, nothing exciting, just a notebook. I love notebooks. I have lists for days, lists for different things, lists for my lists. So I like to have everything in separate notebooks. And then I needed some tea towels. I've in the process of redoing my kitchen, because it just needed redoing. So I tried to do it pink and grey. I didn't want to change too much stuff because it becomes expensive and I only have a small kitchen. So it's just like a fresh lick of paint here and there and accessories. So I tried to go with pink and white. So these were perfect because they're, you know, white and pink with flowers on, pink, grey and stripy. And these were £4 for 4, and they're really thick. They're like really thick linen. I've had tea towels from there in the past and they last ages. They wash really well as well. They don't kind of lose their shape or their sturdiness. They have loads of these in their different colours, and they also have a like a little Disney kitchen range in there with some tea towels in, which I did really well not to buy because there were only 2 in a pack, and I thought, no, I need more than 2. So I mean, I could have bought 2 packs, so that was really, I got 4. Well, yeah, So we've got tea towels, and there are Disney tea towels in there too, so take a look if you need stuff for your kitchen. And then I also got a king size bed sheet. I'm not actually going to use this on my bed. I'm going to use it for flat lay stuff, because I get sent products and sometimes people ask for a specific backdrop, like for it to be clean and stuff, and I tend to use a wood one, or actually this pink throw that Cookie Dad's lying on. But I thought this is just easy, it's just be a plain white sheet, and again it's made with sustainable cotton, so I feel like I'm doing my bit for the environment. And this was £6.50. They have loads of patterns and, you know, plain colours, patterns, whatever, from single all the way up, and the most expensive you'll pay £6.50. Because I only wanted it for a flat lay, it didn't need to be amazing. This actually does feel really nice and really soft, so if I needed it on my bed I would use it on my bed. So definitely check there. It seems to be the home section can be a little bit hit and miss depending which one you go to, but most of them do the basic bed sheet, so I definitely go there if you want bed sheets. That was really long explanation about bed sheets. Yeah, and it says flat sheet. There is another type of sheet that I don't actually know what that means, flat sheet and different sheets. I mean, I thought a sheet was just a sheet. I'll have to Google that so I actually know a bit more about what I'm talking about. And then the last two things I picked up was, these smell amazing. This is £1.50 and it's a room sachet, but I find if you have a large room, or you're constantly opening your door to go like in and out of the room, you just don't smell them. So what I do is I use this in my daughter's closet, and her clothes smell amazing. And there are people that will, you know, give her a call and go, oh, what fabric softener do you use? I was like, I don't, because I didn't know I was supposed to use fabric softener. So yeah, no, it's literally these, and these last, it says that they last up to 4 weeks, but the one that she had in there was put in before we went into quarantine, so that was here in the UK, that was like back in March, and it's only just started to fade. I could still smell it slightly, like her clothes still smell beautiful, but if I take the sachet out when I'm, you know, putting her laundry away, it smells faint now. So that's lasted like 3 months, and so you do get a lot of scent, but I think that's also because it's shut in a closet, so I think that the scent just stays really powerful. But these are great for making your clothes smell really nice. They don't have a whole lot of scents. I think there's like a linen one, or cotton fresh, and maybe a sea breeze one, and I've tried all of them. This one's the nicest, the red, which is pink peony, which is peony, rose and apple. It just smells like a candle. Oh, which actually I just realised that's what the scent of the candle I've got. So yeah, I also got a scented candle in this same scent. That's how nice it smells, so that's why it smells like a candle. So they make candles in it. So this is £1, and it literally, it smells amazing. I don't want to smell it on camera before because you can't smell it, but I could be lying. I'm not lying. It smells amazing. And I find that these are just really cute to use as trinket glasses afterwards. As I said, I'm not a massive money spender, so I tend to try and reuse things that I can. So when this is all burnt down, I will take the little metally thing out that goes in the bottom, and then I use this to store like hairpins, or Jasmine likes to play with like 1p and 2p coins. I'll just keep them in those. So I like things where I can then use it afterwards. But yeah, they have these in so many scents, and they're all £1, and they smell amazing. The scent just lasts. It says that it burns for, well, this is up to 16 hours. It probably doesn't quite. If I was to burn that this like now, I'd probably get today and maybe half of tomorrow out of it. So yeah, I suppose it's accurate with 16 hours, but for £1 you can't complain. And they do smell really strong. They smell, to me, as strong as the Yankee Candle ones do. They just don't last as long. But yeah, if you're looking for candles, that's a good place to get them. So yeah, I'm just double checking I haven't forgotten anything. But yeah, that's gonna conclude the haul. If you haven't been out shopping yet, just, you know, be obviously sensible. Primark have put good measures in place, but it does mean that it just takes you a little longer to get through because the queues all 2 metre distances. And you know, just be mindful of if you're picking something up, when I was in there, people, you know, kind of like picking up pyjamas or something and then putting them back, with, you know, it's what happens, but then touching their face afterwards. And I'm just really conscious of things like that at the moment, especially, you know, when, if you then like kind of maybe wiping your child's face or feeding your child, you know, food if they're small or anything like that, is that you may be okay, but you don't know that somebody else hasn't got symptoms. And, you know, a lot of people can be have symptoms and not even realise that they are actually sick, and they could just carry it. So just be mindful that, you know, if you are picking up items that someone else may have touched that, and just make sure to take hand sanitizer with you. They do have hand sanitizer at the doors, at least the Primark I went to did. You okay? And this has, the Primark I went to had hand sanitizer, but I also took my own just for my own peace of mind. Like I said, I went with my daughter and picking her up and things like that, or, you know, when she wanted me to move her hair off of her face and hold her hand, and then she's obviously walking around eating a packet of crisps, I was just conscious of moving and passing germs everywhere. So I would definitely take some hand sanitizer, which they sell in Primark too. So there you go. But yeah, just be safe when shopping. You know, we're all easing up, most countries anyway, but it doesn't mean that the threat has gone or the seriousness has gone. No, that's a word. You know, just exercise caution and be smart. We don't want to go backwards, do we? So there you go, life lesson from Danny. But thank you for watching. I'll be doing a pat haul whenever it gets here. I'm hoping it gets here at some point. And I've also got planned to do a children's Primark haul. I just wanted to do that separately because otherwise this haul was going to be really long, and obviously not everybody has children, so I thought some people will not be interested, and I didn't want them to have to kind of keep fast forwarding through the video or anything like that. So yeah, Jasmine is now into picking her own clothes, so she was allowed to pick what she wanted, and she did, and a lot of it, let me tell you. So I'll be filming that over the next few days to come. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry for rambling so much, and remember to stay safe. Bye.